northern Virginia, hidden behind twisting country roads and dense oak forests, stands an abandoned Victorian mansion known by locals as Whispering Manor. Built in 1894, the manor once belonged to the wealthy Beaumont family, who mysteriously vanished in one night. Since then, people reported whispers coming from the walls, shadows forming human shapes, and lights appearing in windows, even though the house had no electricity. Our story follows Ethan Cole, a 32-year-old urban explorer with a growing YouTube channel. Ethan was known for entering places no one dared to go: haunted hospitals, underground tunnels, forgotten towns. Danger attracted him, and Whispering Manor was the most requested location by his audience. Ethan arrived on a cold October evening. The sky was dark before 6 p.m. A heavy fog hung over the trees, making the air feel thick and wet. As Ethan walked toward the property, the metal gate creaked open on its own. He laughed nervously and started recording. "This place looks insane," he whispered to the camera. "Let's see if the rumors are true." The mansion towered above him, windows shattered like empty eyes. Vines crawled across the wooden walls. A cold wind brushed across Ethan's neck, as if someone exhaled behind him. He turned. No one there. Inside, the floorboards groaned. Furniture was overturned, covered in dust. Portraits of the Beaumont family hung crooked on the walls, their painted faces oddly scratched out. Ethan walked deeper into the manor, shining his flashlight across peeling wallpaper and long hallways that seemed to stretch too far. Then he heard it, a whisper, soft, faint, coming from the upstairs landing. He froze. His breath caught in his throat. "Is someone here?" Echoed out silence. But then another whisper, coming from a different room now. "Turn around." Ethan slowly turned. The hallway behind him was empty. He told himself it was just his mind. The acoustics? Maybe the wind. He climbed the stairs, each step creaking louder than the last. At the top, the air felt colder, unnaturally cold. Frost formed on the banister. A door at the end of the hallway slammed shut by itself. Ethan ran toward it. "Hello? Who's there?" He pushed the door open. The room was a child's bedroom, toys scattered across the floor. A rocking horse gently moved, though the air in the room was still. On the wall, written in faded red letters, "He is still here." Suddenly, heavy footsteps echoed from the hallway. Slow, deliberate, coming toward the room. Ethan backed away as the footsteps stopped directly outside the door. The doorknob twisted slowly. Ethan held his breath. The door creaked open, but no one stood there, only darkness. Then, at the far end of the hall, a tall figure appeared. Impossibly tall, thin, with distorted limbs. Its head tilted unnaturally, and its body flickered like a shadow not attached to any light. The figure whispered, "You came back." Ethan bolted downstairs, stumbling into the kitchen. There, he found old newspaper clippings, pinned to the wall, all about the Beaumont family. One headline read, "Family claims a voice in the walls tells them to stay forever." Another article described how one neighbor heard screams from the house the night the family vanished. Ethan read a final torn piece. "They say the Beaumont father made a deal. A voice offered him eternal life inside the house." Ethan's flashlight flickered. Something moved behind him. He turned. All the kitchen cabinets slowly opened at once, slamming repeatedly as the whispers grew louder. They came from everywhere above him, around him, inside the walls. "Stay with us. Don't leave. You belong here." Ethan ran to the basement door. It was half open, a faint light glowing below. Against every instinct, he went down. The air became colder. His breath turned white. In the basement, he found a large mirror covered by a sheet. The whispers grew into a low chant. Ethan, shaking, lifted the sheet. The mirror reflected the room, but not Ethan. Instead, the Beaumont family stood behind his reflection, their faces pale, mouths open in silent screams, eyes hollow. Ethan stepped back in terror. A hand gripped his shoulder. He spun around, Nothing. But in the mirror, the tall shadow figure now stood directly behind him. Its mouth moved slowly. "You will stay." The mirror shattered, and Ethan felt cold hands grabbing at him from all sides. He screamed as the lights went out. The next morning, Ethan's car was found idling by the gate. His camera lay on the front seat. The last recording showed Ethan running, panting, shouting for help then. His voice blended with another whisper behind him. "You are ours now." Ethan Cole was never found. Today, locals still hear whispers near the manor at night. Some claim to see a flashlight moving in the upstairs window. And when you stand at the gate long enough, someone whispers your name from inside the house. Whispering Manor still waits for its next visitor. And once you enter, you never leave alone.